Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to Daughter of Light Tarot. Blessed Lammas to everyone. In this video I am going to see what the cards have in store for you this Lammas season. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Lammas, it is the Sabbat that celebrates the first harvest in the wheel of the year. It marks the midway point between the summer solstice and the autumn equinox, also known as Lughnasad, named so after the Gaelic deity Lugh. Lammas is a sacred day in the wheel of the year. It is celebrated on the 1st of February for those in the southern hemisphere, such as myself, and the 1st of August for those in the northern hemisphere. Lammas is the time and celebration of the first harvest of the fruits and cereals, when the days start getting shorter and colder. Lammas gives way to the half of the year where the darkness dominates. Now that you have a brief understanding of what Lammas is, I am going to have a look at the theme for the Sabbat, what goals are in alignment to be manifested, what energies are and or will be aiding your goals. Then we're going to have a look at what you have harvested, and then lastly what needs to be released or sacrificed for you to prosper. So without further ado, I am going to set out your piles now. As always, I recommend that you choose the pile that you feel drawn to. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. The timestamps are below in the description box if you don't want to pick with crystals. But for those of you who do enjoy picking with crystals, I'm going to put them down now. For your first pile, you have the Citrine. For pile 2, you have the Tiger's Eye, and for pile 3, you have the Calcite. So a quick closer look for you. That's the Citrine, and then this is the Tiger's Eye. And the Calcite. Alright then, I will see you in your piles just now. Hi pile 1, welcome to your Lammas reading. Let's get into it. Alright, your first card is the Two of Cups, and this card is representing your theme during Lammas. But let us quickly get the rest of your cards. Have a nice shuffle. And then your second card is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Your third card is the Tower in reverse. Your fourth card is Justice. And your fifth card is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is then the theme for this month. like the general theme, which for you, this one's not this month, this season, is your personal relations, your personal relationships, those you have connections with, whether it be partnerships, family, friends, colleagues, however that fits. Okay, and then the second card represents what your goals are in alignment with to be manifested. In this case, it is telling me that you are starting to move forward during this season. You are going to start excuse me, seeing forward movement, progress in terms of your relationships. Like they'll become deeper. You'll gain greater understanding, or you are starting to gain greater understanding, as well as learning when and where to place boundaries. But also I feel as though you won't be acting as impulsively as you are used to acting, behaving or reacting. You are going to have more of a level head where you consider the options, the consequences of your actions, and how other people will feel, and also how not just yourself benefits, or not just others benefits over yourself, but how everyone in the party, everyone involved benefits. But that having said, I also feel as you are becoming more in tune with your intuition, where instead of you are just also overthinking things, where you'll be more tuned to what your inner voice and your inner self, your inner feelings are saying. Not your everyday feelings of happy and sad, but the more subtle ones that have more details to them, such as where you feel something coming. Perhaps you feel energies moving in towards your life as well. So if you have been manifesting a romantic relationship, I definitely do see that coming in as well. Unfortunately, it's not going to come as fast as you hope, but I definitely feel that it's coming. Whatever relationship it is that you asked for, whether it be for friends or a partner, or perhaps becoming closer with someone, I definitely feel that coming in for you. But then again, I feel that you also feel it coming in, but it's not something that you can rush. It's kind of like you gotta wait for it and then act when the moment calls for you to act on it. Okay, now this third card, the Tower, represents the energies that will aid your goals, which means change. The Tower is change, which means that change is coming. The people that's brought in the intuition, it will be supported by change in your external circumstances, and which then again reacts to you changing internally to listen to your intuition. Also, I feel as though something leaving to make space for that which I feel coming in, if that makes sense. The Tower then represents that it is a change quite so big that it unsettles foundations that you've laid, like when sand and water gets kicked up and you can't really see. I feel as though someone's going to come in to help you, or you are going to need help somewhere with something or someone, and this person is going to come in and they're going to assist you, or something along those lines. I definitely feel that what brings these into fruition is the change that is happening, either in your life or in someone else's life, whereby it will make space either in your life for this person or in that person's life for you. And I definitely feel that it's going to build a a strong relationship, perhaps a relationship that it is that you are asking for. I'm repeating myself again. But yeah, okay, so the Justice card then represents your harvest and your achievements, that which you need to be grateful for or are grateful for. In this case, I feel that things are working out the way that you want them to, but also I feel that there's been a harmony, a balance, a fairness having been brought to your reality and your life and inside yourself as well. Also, I feel with this card that people are seeing the truth. But now when I say truth, truth is kind of relevant in the sense that people can't see your truth, they have to listen to your truth, whereas you can't really see another person's truth, you have to listen to their truth. Like you can see from where you are and other people can see from where they are the truth, but inside you cannot see unless it is expressed. That is what I mean. So I feel like there's progress that you have made regarding this, and because you've kind of brought this within yourself, I feel that's why you are now getting the Knight of Swords to come in, the intuition, the person, because of the change. You represent something stable, okay, where this person perhaps that's coming in is out in the wild, and you have stability and you have wisdom and you are fair. And I feel like that's what the other person is seeking, as well as for the others of you who the person that you require the advice or the assistance from will be solid and stable and fair, where you perhaps are the wild one here, as the example. Now the fifth card represents Lughnasad, which is that which you need to release, and that which you perhaps need to sacrifice in order for you to achieve your goals. Okay, whether it's the building of this relationship, helping another person, connecting with your intuition, all of the above. What I feel you need to sacrifice in order to gain that which you are seeking is people-pleasing tendencies, perhaps, as well, putting other people's needs above yours. I feel as though without doing that, it's not possible for you to put down boundaries regarding others, which then you don't really necessarily listen to your intuition if that's the gift that you were looking for. Now, is it because you're too worried about other people and pleasing them that you do go against yourself and your intuition? Therefore, I'm saying that people pleasing has got to go. Okay, because the Queen of Cups knows her boundaries. She's stable in her emotions, goes well with this Justice card. She does understand that people have feelings, but she doesn't not say no. She says no in a way that does not hurt other people's feelings without manipulating them. Okay, then there where that boundaries comes in as well is what I feel you need to release is allowing people to manipulate you, to perhaps what in the terms of someone saying that this reflects bad about you, or if you love me you'll do this or not talk to that person type thing, which if you do end up listening to that, you're not going to make the space for this relationship to happen or this bond to build because you'll be listening to other people instead of trusting your intuition, your gut, what you know you feel is coming, if that makes sense. But otherwise, what I see and feel for you to celebrate and to be grateful for is you gaining the wisdom to be able to discern this in yourself, which you need to let go. What you also need to be grateful for is the understanding that other people are your mirrors, and that you learn from others as much as they learn from you. And also what you need to celebrate is all the wisdom that you have gained around this. Not many people do have it, and I'm sure you know that from your own life. So celebrate your fairness, your achievement, your strength, your wisdom, your balance. You've worked hard to get here, and it is now coming to fruition. What you've asked for, you are sitting on the throne, literally, times 2, pulling in what is yours. All right, that is all I see in the cards for you. Thank you for watching and for being here with me and for celebrating Lammas with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to show your support and to like this video and leave me a comment in celebration of Lammas and our first harvest. Blessed be. See you next time. Hello pal 2, welcome to your Lammas reading. Alright, your first card is the moon, and this represents a general theme during this season for you. Okay, let's just get the rest of your cards so long. So your general theme this season with the moon, I feel there were 3 things that came up. There's stuff that you don't see yet. That's coming. It's coming into the light. There is things happening in your subconscious mind that also is coming to the fore. Perhaps with the way that you react to people, unconscious habits, self-perceptions even. And then the last thing I see there has to do with your dreams. If they are vivid, been very vivid, I do suggest that you write them down. Your subconscious mind is trying to communicate with you, obviously through your dreams. So write them down, have a look at them. There are quite a few ways on YouTube that help you to, how do you say, decipher, I think that's the right word, to decipher your dreams. Yeah, no, there are quite a few. Like if you dream that you are having a meal with someone you just rekindled a relationship with, like for the 4th time, and you go and you sit down to eat the meal and the meal is spoiled. For example, it could represent that the meal you are sitting down to enjoy a nourishing experience with this person who you have now rekindled with for the 4th time, and the food is spoiled, meaning this food is no longer nourishing. Yes, it feels good to be with that person, but it's not necessarily nourishing to you. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just like a little example. Right, I'm sure I've shuffled enough now. Yes, I did. Okay, just a few more. All right. Now this next card, the 10 of Cups. Goodness gracious. So this represents your the goals that are in alignment to be manifested for you, which in your case is emotional fulfillment, which I feel as though, I think that's also why your subconscious is trying to communicate with you, because you can't exactly reach that stage without having sorted out everything within you. Now remember, your subconscious mind picks up everything around you. Like, my conscious mind currently is focused on this tarot reading, where my subconscious mind is picking up everything around me, the sounds outside, wherever my cat is in the house, you know, that type of thing. And so where my conscious mind is just focusing on this, during my dreams tonight, something might play out telling me you missed this, or this is what happened today. So just bear that in mind, that in order for you to reach your emotional fulfillment, your happiness, your happy ending with this 10 of Cups, things need to come out, things that you've even suppressed from the past. Okay, now next card, Death. Change, so much change. Pile 1 also had change. Okay, so once again, the energy is representing all of this, representing your goals, your achievement is change. Change makes you uncomfortable. And when change happens, you've got to adapt. And you definitely leave your comfort zone. So yes, I'm smiling, it feels nice. So there's no time for you to sit in your comfort zone and not deal with things that have happened or are happening. They definitely come up. You sort them out. No muss, no fuss. Let's get on with it. Our goal is on the way. So to obviously achieve this, something must end. Perhaps even you have an idea of what your happy ending should look like. It could also be that must shift in order for you to fully experience what life has in store for you. By that I mean, like, let's say your happy ending is, I don't know, with a rich person and a shit ton of babies. Oh, I'm not supposed to swear. Anyway, with a lot of babies. And it turns out that the person you're with is not interested in money, but you're also into this person because they tick every one of your boxes. And you know, like shift that idea, and like perhaps only want 1 or 2 children, not 10. It's okay to shift your idea, because your energy has to go with what is in front of you. Okay, and that which truly makes you happy is not always what you think it is. So in that terms, maybe also listen to your dreams, because it's trying to give you a heads up about that which is ending, about the change that is coming. I do feel it's subtle here with the moon. I don't feel it's like right up in your face. It's just like little things that you start to lose interest in over time, that kind of thing, which then, like, it's dropping the dead weight, and then it allows the flower to open for you to fully experience the beauty of your present and your current reality. And that again allows the space to open up for everything to unfold for you. So be patient with that. Okay, the next card, ooh, the Ace of Swords in reverse. What you need to be grateful for. This card represents that which you need to be grateful for, and your harvest and your achievements. In this case, I definitely feel you had a new beginning, and that's why in the recent past, that's why the energy is supporting it. Again, death, 1 and 10. In order to get your 10, something had to end and you had to start from the beginning. So I feel that maybe part of you is not so grateful for it, or doesn't see it as a blessing, but it really is a blessing. Once again, it makes a space for the flower to open up. I definitely feel you've had like a huge learning curve here with the Ace of Swords. And the other thing I see here with the Ace of Swords is that you did take your new opportunity, you did take it in hand, and you did and are making it your own. Not many people do that. What they do is they just go with it, or they fight against it, where I feel as though you took this opportunity by the hands and you moved forward, and because of that, because of the change you've experienced, what is coming towards you, the goals that you are manifesting, is the happily ever after that you wanted. Not that there is such a thing, but the emotional fulfillment that you are looking for, the void inside that you want to be filled. I definitely feel that that is coming your way because you are creating it for yourself. You're not waiting about on other people, on others. You're not waiting about on things to just change. I feel as though you actively went out and did that, and that is something that is you need to be grateful for. You need to be grateful for yourself for having done this, for having had the courage to do this, to go out and create your own emotional fulfillment. Okay, let us see what your last card. Oh, you have a Queen of Swords. So this card represents that which you need to leave behind or sacrifice. This card is called Lughnasad, the positioning. So I feel here what needs to be sacrificed is, how do I put it? You know, when you sit and overthink about things and you kind of get this like dread inside of you, and you don't really go and do the things that you feel you should do, that you know you should do, because you're just constantly going over your head like, I've got to do this, got to do that, got to do this, got to do that. I definitely feel that those ways of overthinking needs to go. I also think that that's why the change happened, whatever change it was that happened, or why the energies behind supporting your goal is change, is because you need to get up and do it yourself, which I do feel that you have been doing, but this somehow still lingers. So definitely remove the overthinking ways and allow things to play out as they are. Here with the Ace of Swords, I definitely feel as though you decided to take your crown off, where you were sitting and waiting. You decided, I'm not doing this, so you took your crown off, took your sword in hand, and put action to what needs doing for you to get whatever it is that you desire, that you require for yourself in your future. I feel as though you did realize as well that things are not just going to happen if you don't do anything about it. So I definitely feel as though you've done that, which is also, again, creating change because you've decided to change yourself, which I also think is what your dreams are trying to tell you. But now remember that your dreams guide you, and it is trying to tell you and communicate to you what is coming, because it picks up on things that we ourselves don't even realize while we are busy living a life. So definitely bear that in mind. It could even be that you thought your happiness would be sitting on the throne and having people run after you and things happening just because you say it must, that type of thing. If that kind of makes sense. But then I feel like you decided to dethrone yourself and be like, okay, but this isn't working for me. And because of that, you are starting to realize that things need doing, and it feels so much better doing them yourself as well. Alright, that is all I see in the cards for you. Thank you for watching and for being here with me and for celebrating Lammas with me. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please, to show your support, and to like this video and leave a comment in celebration of Lammas and our first harvest. I will see you next time, and blessed be. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your Lammas reading. Your first card is the Ace of Swords. This represents the general theme of your Lammas season. And what I see here is learning, lots of learning, opportunities for wisdom and growth, whether it be studying, through interpersonal relationships, through experience in the real world. There's definitely a lot of learning this season for you and lots of opportunities to learn. Ooh, and some truths definitely appearing. Ooh, and the opportunity to decide whether you use the truth to hurt or to benefit others, not just yourself or others as well. Learning that definitely yours is learning, wisdom, new opportunities, but definitely a getting out there and doing kind of an opportunity. Doing and learning. Alright, your second card is the World. I knew this card was gonna come. Okay, not a bad thing, but I just saw it earlier and I was like, this is gonna be for someone. And apparently it is. So the World also represents the ending of a cycle, which is funny because Lammas now is starting this cycle and it is our first harvest, which to me definitely shows a new road, a new path, definitely intellectual. Oh, did I say this? That this card represents your goals that are in alignment to be manifested. Well, it's definitely time for the reaping. The World is a very, very, very good card. Also, I feel as though you have decided the old ways ain't working. I'm not doing it. So that is definitely what you're pulling towards yourself, is newness, newness, newness. So that is good. Like you've worked hard to be where you are now, and I feel it coming to fruition. I also feel that your hands are going to be quite full, but I kind of feel like that's what you want. You don't want this barren landscape. You want the abundance. You want the movement. You want the joy. That's definitely what I'm feeling coming. Okay, and the card representing your goals is you've decided that you want this because you've been overworked. You've kind of been feeling burnt out in a way as well. But this card is at a 10, which means it is the end of this as well, which is why it is supporting your new beginning, your end of your cycle, because you've decided that you've had enough of this and you are not doing this anymore. And because you have decided to do that and are actually doing it, you're pulling towards yourself the world, the manifestations, whatever it is you put out into the universe, it is coming towards you. And here with the Ace of Swords, I feel like you're going to grip for it and you are going to go for it. I don't feel like there's anything going to hold you back. I also feel as though here you have decided that you've had enough of feeling this way, perhaps also regarding your negative emotions, like some part of you has decided that if you've been feeling this way for too long, it is enough and you are no longer doing this. And because you have decided that and have experienced that, you are pulling in towards yourself openness and freedom, where you get to decide what it is that you want to do, because your values have also changed, because your past behaviors were getting you nowhere. So you've decided to try something new. And because you've tried to decide something new, goodness, because you have decided to, yeah, oh, did I say it right? I'm sure I said it right. Anyway, you are getting to experience the freedom, and I definitely feel like you have the support by people around you as well, but definitely also by the universe. And I definitely feel like that's also something that you celebrate. You don't necessarily look at this time where you worked yourself almost into a coma per se as something bad. You see it as somewhere, of course it didn't feel nice at the time, but you don't see it as something to punish yourself for, but rather something for you to step up from. Because you see here, we have the world. Okay, that's like the last card in the major arcana, so it's a big thing. It's not just something small, it's like life-changing, world-changing. Okay, where here we have the 10 and the 1, and this 10 is at its end now. It's like done, where this whole new Lammas season starts on a 1 for you. It's really nice, I'm not gonna lie. And you have the 4 of Swords in reverse. More swords. Well, if this has been something that's been on your mind and you needed confirmation, here it is. Do it. Do what makes you happy, because no one's getting points for suffering. No one's getting points for suffering. It's sure people can learn from you, but if you continue to keep yourself there, what is the point? You need to do what's best for you, what makes you happy, what brings you joy. Light spreads more light, where darkness spreads more darkness, does it not? I'm just saying. Just not that toxic positivity stuff. Sometimes we still need to feel shitty to appreciate our goodness. I'm just, there, I did it again. Said the S word twice. Okay, at least it's only twice. Okay, right, back to where I was. The 4 of Swords. Right, your harvest and your achievements, I feel as though you've learned to rest, and that is something you should be proud of for yourself, because overworking yourself, it kind of gets you somewhere, but it doesn't get you as far as resting does. Because once you've overworked and you're burnt out, there's nothing you can do. Whereas if you take your periodic rests, you can keep going for longer, and I feel as though that's what you've learned, and that is something to celebrate. I mean, it's in your cards. Come on. That's fabulous. I love it. But now when you do put on your new journey, when you get stuck into your newness, remember that rest is your friend. Don't forget that. You've learned it now. It is important. Yes. So be grateful for yourself, to yourself, for learning this, and for having enough self-respect to take care of yourself in this way. Okay. Now your last card is your 6 of Swords again. Goodness. Ooh. So this represents Lughnasad, which is that which needs to be released and sacrificed in order for you to reach your goal. So here I feel as though you need to release perhaps any tendencies you have of, for some of you I feel it's not to give up on yourself. So your tendencies, so release the part of you that like things like to give up, but don't give up. I feel like you are on the right road 100%. And for some of you, I feel like you need to release this old life of yours and to sacrifice it in order to gain that which you know you deserve. Okay, that is all I have in the cards for you. Thank you for watching, for being here with me, and for celebrating Lammas with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to show your support, and to like this video, and maybe leave a comment in celebration of Lammas and our first harvest. I will see you next time. Blessed be.